click on, but I assume you can't hear that
I cannot.
because I don't have it on my browser. Anyway, okay. We are live now, and we got this log up. So I assume what I should do is just press play here, and then when it gets to the point where we want to talk, we can stop.
Okay.
And
Why don't you turn the effect display on so that the tiles aren't being discarded at light speed? Oh, it's already on. Perfect.
okay. What is the effect display? Oh, the effect display is just shows them discarding the tile.
Yeah, it shows the hands. When you don't have that on, it's like
It just
bam,
goes
bam,
faster.
bam, bam, bam.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that was an option. I never noticed that before. Okay. All right, so let's get started here. This hand is pretty decent to start with. Sort of.
I mean, it's got 2 Dora, and we've
Yeah.
got a pair of our winds.
Got 4 pairs now. See what direction. Oh, it instantly opens on the west, going for Honitsu. Like
Yeah,
maybe
I think
maybe.
this is kind of interesting because the Honitsu seems like, I mean, Honitsu's were 2 Han. All that Dora was were 2 Han. We don't have really great appreciable Honitsu shapes.
Right. It is toy toyish. Can get value from toy toy, and could get value from Yakuhai as well. If we get one of these East or Hatsu, hold on, that would bring it up to just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be Hanuman, right? If it's toy toy.
If we get 2 Yakuhai, but currently we only have 1.
Right, but currently it would be a Mungan if it reaches toy toy, and I wonder if we go back here to the start, looking at this, we have a bunch of pairs. Like it doesn't look terrible, but it's like we have 7, 7, 8, 8. If we never get the 6 or the 9, this hand might be kind of dead in terms of efficiency.
That makes sense.
But that's kind of what I was thinking. That may be why the high level player here, who should we call it? Just say me. This is why me is maybe committing to Honitsu just because it's faster. That may be that. I wonder if that's the reason.
And the more I think about it, really, like, I mean, if we think more about Toy Toy, perhaps, than Honitsu, well, I guess that Dora is a little bit different. But even just thinking about Toy Toy, like that 8 peen, I feel like is a little more likely to come out for Toy Toy, just by virtue of the fact that we have 2 of the 7 peen.
Right.
The more 7 peen we collect, the harder it is to use the 8 peen.
I wonder if they're actually going to get this Hanuman I was talking about. It's pretty close. It's already Ishan 10. Oh, looks like not Toy Toy. It's just going to be Honitsu with 2 Yakuhai.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Achanta as well. I didn't even realize that. But it was still only. Oh, they didn't get the second Yakuhai. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
They only had the 1. I mean, but wow, it's amazing, and that came together so quickly. What was the turn on that? Like, I mean, the first Toyman was Tenpai on like turn 3,
right?
Or 4. But yeah, turn 8. I mean,
yeah, I feel like this is an extremely decisive hand. Like dropping this 5, so I would not have done that. I would have kept that because I would be thinking, okay, what if I draw the 4? I could open on the north and get just like a Dora Yakuhai hand. But it was absolutely committed to getting like Toy Toy or Honitsu or something like that, something higher value. So yeah, pretty instructive hand, I think. Maybe East 1 has a lot to do with it. Maybe if this was South 2 and the scores or whatever, like would incentivize a cheaper hand. It would incentivize keeping the Dora 5 here. But yeah, I think we can certainly take something from this, which is just like you can get a lot of efficiency and value out of a hand that might kind of just look like whatever at first. You have to kind of like see the possibilities there in opening.
Yeah, for sure.
With limited shapes, but they're good shapes. Limited but good shapes. Okay, let's see here. This is a nice looking hand. I think this is going to be a lot more straightforward. It looks like a straightforward hand to me. Go for Menton Pin or
I hope
something.
I hope they start by discarding the Dora 5-mon just to prove you wrong.
Yeah, it just turns out to be some kind of galaxy brain thing that I never would think of. Yeah, and it's always scary when the Dora is a 5 and you have red 5s on. Because it's a middle tile and it also is including the red 5 in there, like you can easily get sideswiped.
And it's worth pointing out here that me is holding on to this east. It looks like a safe tile. This hand is still. I mean, it's not really progressing at a very fun speed.
Yeah, it was a decent hand to start with, but it's not. I don't think it's improved at all. Like it's improved with the 9-mon, like that's nothing. So I don't know if you could even call that an improvement. So, but that's a draw. But we're in the second row already. So
But it did come out. Like I feel like when I'm holding a tile as a save tile, I might hold off a little on it.
Well, let's go. Okay, we're already past the hand, but let's go and look at that discard again because I wonder if that was utilizing the safe tile. Maybe that felt dangerous. Let's see. Oops. Back one step. Okay. So this is where the East is discarded. And we just got a Tadashi Chun. Maybe this seemed really scary. Because maybe maybe this was seen as discarding safe tile for Tenpai.
Yeah, well, I mean, if that's the case, we discard the 7-mon next turn, and the 7-mon is safe against that person.
Right.
But I guess if we're playing defense against the person across from us as well, they've also Tadashi. I mean, the East is safer because it's safe against both people. Yeah,
they've been nonstop Tadashi, so we don't really know anything about this person. They could certainly be in Tenpai, with 3 so, but there's no reason to think they are or they aren't really.
Just based on when the tiles turned red, can we look at Toyman's hand to see when they got into Tenpai?
Are they in Tenpai now? They are in Tenpai now. Okay. What happened? They just called. But now this is going to be it, right? They weren't in Tenpai before that call, right? Yeah, they're going to discard the 7.
Okay, and that's what put them in Tenpai. So they weren't even Tenpai for a full round. They won it immediately. Basically.
Okay. Yeah, so this East was discarded when both of these people were in Tenpai. I don't know if me knew that this person was in Tenpai, but there's no reason that they wouldn't suspect that at this point. So, yeah. So we can probably take it as a kind. Probably think that this East is being discarded as a safe tile because the 6 wasn't discarded. Like, could have discarded the 6, thinking, okay, this is my last chance to discard it. I feel like probably this East was discarded purely to avoid dealing it.
And it is prioritized over the 7 because
because it's safe against both. And I guess there wasn't anything better than the 7-mon to be safe against both. And I mean, this hand's not that scary anyway.
Well, except for the fact that we can only see one of the 7 Dora.
The 5. So it is scary. I wonder, should we be how let me see here, like, they discarded the 8-mon, then later Sumogiri the 8-mon. There's no reason to think that they wouldn't have any Dora. So but it's just so early, like. But what else are we gonna discard? I guess the 3 isn't safe. Certainly not the 2. Not the 6. Like, what else do you discard if not the 7? I guess you could discard the 9 maybe, but like.
The 3 is safe to Toyman. Just it's safe to dealer.
Yeah. It's safe against. Yeah, certainly it's safe against them, but it's not safe against them at all.
I I mean, are you more concerned about South than you are about dealer?
Well,
I can't see what they've called because of the settings thing.
right. So, yeah, the 7, yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess you could argue that it was discard. Like, I don't know if that means like, yeah,
maybe an incredibly safe Mawashi. Like, you know, we're maintaining the 3 feels like we're pulling apart our hand because we're losing the Yanmen shape. Oh, and it also looks like the person on our left might have these. Well, no, they're.
yeah. This actually does look like this does look like a non-scary hand. I almost wonder why why are they discarding the 7 here when it does seem a little scary to discard against Toyman, doesn't it? Against the player across.
Well, we're not using the 7 as our pair, more than likely, since we have we have this 5, 6, 7, and we have the 3 and the 9. The 3's, no, the 5 Stora. Really what we want is to either draw an 8-mon or a 4-mon. If we draw the 8-mon, at least we still have a Yanmen weight, like, our hand's not dead.
Right.
If we draw a 4-mon, we ditch the 9, and we have a Sanminchan.
Right. I see. So you think that 7-mon is purely a Mawashi?
Yeah.
To try and because the situation isn't that scary aside from the Dora, which is yeah. Anyway,
that's what I'm gonna tell myself anyway.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Like, yeah, I mean, and this hand could get quite a bit of value. It just seems so far away at this point, and so many things that you don't want to discard. And the 7-mon is safe against one person. They could be the ones who have all the Dora. And this is the dealer could be the one who's going, and we see here that they don't have any value in their hand. So maybe this is part of it, that because they're the dealer and they're opening their hand, maybe they're opening their hand because they want to get a repeat, not because they have Dora. This person.
Right.
Waiting on the Dora. They have to have value somewhere, or else they wouldn't be open like this. So that maybe that kind of logic is at play here. So yeah, I mean, that's rough because I mean the dealer is just generally more dangerous. You better be pretty sure that they don't have a bunch of Dora. Yeah. Anyway, why don't we move on here? Another repeat. Pretty nice looking hand. Drawing a pair of Souths. Nice Pinfu looking hand. See if they get any draws this time. Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
Suddenly they got
one in the door is fine.
2, 3, 4, 5 shapes. Not 5 good shapes, but 5 shapes.
Well, I don't remember where in Ricci Book 1 it says 5 blocks. They all should be good for sure.
Yeah, I think that's probably in other books where they say that. Oh, there we go. Very good. Nice upgrade. And that's basically all that we need. Now we just need to complete this.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. Ishan 10 here, I think. Not a great Ishan 10, but...
Yeah, I feel like so there's another like small safety play there, discarding the 8 so instead of the 1-pin.
Right. Yeah, a little bit of Sakigiri.
Yeah, the 1-pin, you know, looks like it's probably going to be a safer tile for, you know, for basically everyone. I mean, it's
right.
Suji to Shimo.
Go. Very standard play here. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, discarding the ASO because it doesn't really contribute that much at all to efficiency. Like, in order to use it, you have to do some real, like, maneuvering. So
well,
you
I mean,
just get rid of it.
It's way better than the 1-pin. I mean, if you draw the 7 so you have a Sanminchan.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But it's a second order upgrade when you've already got five good shapes. And you're this far into the round, it's like I mean, that is true that it does have some use, but
Yeah, I
maybe I
just don't
shouldn't.
want to blow off the 8-so. I mean, the 1 peen was totally unrelated to anything in our hand. The 8-so,
Yeah,
like, had a valuable upgrade that would allow us to get rid of a Kanchan if we happen to
right,
draw the 7-so before we drew into our Kanchan.
right. Yeah, it's just not as valuable as having like a safer tile in your hand that you can use in case someone reaches your.
Right.
Um,
That is the important point that I was trying to get us to talk about was the
right.
fact
Yes.
that that safety was more valuable than.
Hmm. Yeah, oh, early Ricci. What's gonna happen here? Just instantly dropping the East. It's pretty safe. It would only deal into a Tonki weight. Nice to have something like that in your hand. Um, kind of feel pretty safe about just focusing on efficiency when you have like a pair of beasts in your hand in this kind of.
And now we're discarding also a pair of 9-mon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Discarding the 7-so, the safest tile in hand, instead of dropping the other 9-mon. It,
Right.
it feels kind of like maybe we've given up on this.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but
Well, yeah. I mean, I think normally if you're not Ishanten, and especially if you're not the dealer, you'll just give up. Maybe if we had tons of value here, and especially already being in first place, it's not really worth. Not really a desperate situation. Justify pushing in Tushanten against the dealer.
yeah.
Uh, if it even was Tushanten, I assume it was. I didn't count. Thing. This hand seems to be improving somehow, though, so we'll see.
It is, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, I mean it happens, but it usually
Yeah.
happens
I
in
mean,
Sanma.
go back for a second. There's just something I want to see very quick. Go back to the 8-peen drop. Yeah, right
Uh,
here. Actually, this is
oh,
exactly the drop. Um, I feel like the 8-peen drop is interesting. I mean, the 8-peen is totally safe,
mm-hmm.
but so is the well, I guess. Yeah, no, the Haku's also totally safe. The other Haku's Dora indicator tile.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
both tiles are 100% safe against all three players. But the 8-peen has a function in our hand right now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really see the benefit in discarding the 8-peen before the Haku, since the 8-peen is Genbutsu to everyone.
Yeah, I guess. Well, what is there? Is there a situation in which the 8-pin can be used without dropping the 4? Well, I guess someone could scout the 4 for us though, and then we could
Or even
call the 2
or
or
scout a 1-so.
yeah, yeah. There could be so maybe this is. I mean, players are not perfect. This could be a very minor defense mistake of not maximizing the chances for reaching Tenpai while still making Gembutsu discards.
No, me cannot make mistakes. What are you talking about? That's absurd.
Because that's a very very minor mistake. Because the chances of
Uh,
getting into Tenpai are still pretty low. I mean, the chances of getting into Tenpai perfectly safely. Certainly, you can get
right,
into
right, right.
Tenpai, but you
I
need.
mean, we actually have like a super wide Ishanten right here.
Yeah, right.
It's just
But
not. It's
yeah,
just not safely.
yeah, getting there safely. That's the hard part. But certainly, it's possible, and it would be easier if you drop the Haku here rather than the 8. Either way, you're probably going to drop both, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think that may be a minor mistake. Maybe there's something we're not seeing here. I don't know. I don't know what it could be that we're not seeing. Oh, and look at that. um, Hughes dropped.
Yeah,
And that was
the
safe.
two's again 100% safe against everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, discarding the. Let's go back to the 3 drop. Is it
Oops,
just
oops.
Suji to the 6, or does it have more more things going for it there?
See here. Well, yeah. I wonder why not drop the 6. Why drop the 3?
So it's all right. So the 3-peen is Suji. There's also a Kabe of 2-peen. Is that the? Did I use the right prepositions there? We can see all 4 2-peen.
Yeah.
So the 3-peen can't be a ramen weight because of the 6-peen. It can't be a Pinchan or a Kanchan
But
because we see all of the 2-peen.
hold. What's the? Well, we don't see all the 4. Do we see all the 5? No, we don't see all the 5, right? So it
Yeah,
could
but
still be.
But the 6 pin just dropped.
Right.
So it's 2
Oh
pin.
yeah. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. But couldn't it? Hold on. Couldn't it? Couldn't it just deal into a Shampoo weight or something?
So the only options are Champone or Tonki.
Yeah. But I mean,
But
in that
I was just
case.
saying like I wonder if here. I mean,
Mhm,
our hand has a lot of value as well,
mhm.
but
I mean, a lot of value with 4 discards left, and not in Tempai. Or are we in Tempai?
no, we
Hold
are in
on.
Tenpai.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Tempai winning on. Okay, I see. So okay, yeah, that makes. Yeah, I didn't realize this. I actually didn't. I didn't really look at this very closely. I didn't realize. Yeah, this is Tempai Ipeko Tudora. Could theoretically win here on the 3. So yes,
There's
this
one
drop
left.
makes sense. This drop makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
and yeah, and I feel like I wonder if there wasn't Kabe on the 2 pin,
Mhm.
if the 3 pin would still get dropped. Like, I mean, it can't be a Rhiannon weight, but without the Kabe of 2 pin, it can still be Pinchan, Kanchan,
Right.
Champon, or Tonki. But if you eliminate Pinchan and Kanchan, that feels pretty significant.
And it looks a lot like Toyman is folding, right? If you look at what they've discarded, he's like
Yeah,
all
I mean
these
Clayman and
Tadashi.
Shion.
Yeah. So not danger of dealing into like Champon weights on this side. Just a Champon weight over here. Wagering that, knowing that you already have 2 of the Dora. Just to get basically just to get in Tempai. That's the exchange here, and some chance of winning a pretty big hand. Like it wouldn't even be Mangan though, right? Oh, and
Yeah,
then
and
just fold.
yeah, and then exit Tenpai when we draw an unsafe tile.
Yeah,
With the deal in tile, in fact.
yeah. So yeah, that small risk there ended up not being actually worth anything, but wasn't that big of a risk anyway, so it's fine. It's fine because me did it. If me does something, it's fine.
Yeah, it's automatically correct. Me makes no mistakes. That is the assumption we're starting off
Mhm.
on for this.
Got some decent shapes here to start with.
This is obviously Chanta.
So another Dora 5, yeah. Okay.
I want
2,
to
4,
name
6, 8.
Dora 5s after you in some way.
Kang. Ooh, look at that. Okay.
That's fantastic.
That was a very excellent draw. This hand's now in pretty good shape.
How would
Just
you
drew
count
over
the
here.
blocks? Okay, never mind. The 9 so just really made that a non-issue.
Yeah. Just killed the Minton pin. It wasn't likely to happen. Oh, never mind. Heal in. To nothing. It's a little unfortunate. This hand could have got some value with a Richi. Dora. Now it's Mii's dealership. Starting out with another pretty good looking hand. Pair and a couple good shapes. Obvious Sanshoku 678. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to press play. I thought they were sitting here thinking a long time. I forgot I had to press play. and
Hey,
then
they're really thinking about this first discard, huh?
and also that they don't think because this is a log. Oh boy, my brain is broken sometimes. Okay, an excellent draw there. Now this hand is pretty good shape. The penchant there. Oh, just draw into the penchant. Okay, very good. Bit of a Sakigiri there on the 3-so. Yeah, just perfect draws, almost perfect. Nothing we can say about this hand. It's just, I mean, it's cheap. It's just Richi Pinfu. Maybe we'll get Ura.
Ah, all right. If we lived in an alternate universe where we discarded the 4 and stayed Dama, we could draw that 9 pin, switch out the 6 pin, and then call Ricci for Chanta on top of our Pinfu.
Oh, I guess. It's one extra Han.
2. It's closed.
Oh right, yeah. I don't know. I don't know Yaku.
Now, granted, there was only like one more 9 pin left, but
I guess yeah. I forget that Chanta is worth 2 on close because I don't know if I've ever even gotten it closed before. I've gotten Junshan close
Which
somehow.
is, I mean, objectively harder to do.
Yeah, it's just I happen to have gotten it.
Man, I'm still mad about the one time in my 1500 Hanchans that I had a shot at Sankansu and someone like open Tanya'd it away from me.
This just isn't coming out, is it? It's 1-4. I guess everyone folded, just not happening to Tsumo it. Too bad.
Or they're all on the dead wall.
Yeah, it could be. Ah, boy. Oh, no. Tragedy. Tragedy of the red fives.
Man, can we
Well,
see where it is?
3,000 points. I mean, that 3,000 points... Oh, okay, hold on. Let me go back. That 3,000 points is good enough. I mean, that's probably around the same you get anyway.
Right, it's all equal.
How do I see the wall? I've never done that before.
You see the button that says wall right next to me?
Right next to you?
No, right next to me.
Oh, okay. Who's on first? Okay.
All right, so they were all drawn. Oh my god, 2 of them were drawn in the last go round.
Yep. Yep. These players being really careful here. Not seeing no need to deal into the dealer here. On Arichi. How do I get rid of this?
Dang, I wish I played against people like this when I was in Jade Room.
Yeah, these might all be Saints for all we know. I don't know what they are. But yeah, that 3,000 points, pretty nice. I mean, they also lost a Arichi stick, so it's only 2,000 points, but whatever.
I mean, I just assume that they're gonna win it back since
Yeah,
they
look
are
at this
perfect
hand.
and infallible.
Very nice hand.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Drawing the pair south.
And discarding
3
something
pairs,
that I've
actually.
noticed. I've been watching some a couple of Ho players recently, and I've seen a lot of them discarding terminals. Oh, how are you supposed to say it?
Oh.
Oh.
Just hold it for several seconds. Oh, interesting. Oh, going for Honitsu? Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Letting it come. I mean, the draws have been really nice for it.
Yep.
But I've just noticed a lot of very high level players discarding terminals and holding on to honors, like when those terminals are really far away from, everything they have.
Mm-hmm. What's the
Ooh.
just for the sake of efficiency?
Well, no, it'd be more efficient to discard the honor.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Or I got it reversed. So that sounds like it's for safety then. Is that a defensive thing?
I don't know. I mean, it could be safety. I mean, all of the honors in Mii's hand were Yakuha.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be for value.
Okay. Oh, switching to Chinitsu this late. Wow.
Yeah, I feel like the 4-pin drop would have been a very natural drop there, improving the weight.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm a little puzzled by this, honestly. Okay. So the situation here, waiting on the south and the 7-pin, maybe having given up on. Hold on a second here. They're dropping this. So what are you saying they should do here?
There's one south gone.
Right. So the calling the 6 here. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, and dropping the 7 to be on the 5-8 weight. Is that what you're suggesting to do? So at this point,
I call 5, 6, 7, and then you could drop the 4-pin to be on the 5-8 weight. But
right.
How many are already discard? I guess there's 3 5-pin gone.
Right.
And
yeah.
1 8-pin.
Yeah, the 8-pin is better. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is interesting.
But if we win on the 5-pin, it's guaranteed to be Akka.
Yeah, I guess this yeah, this weight on the south and the 7 just seemed too bad to take, and also not wanting to switch to the 5 and the 8. I'm a little bit confused by this because it's like stepping back at this point. It seems like such a low probability that you win the hand. I mean, if you do win the hand, it's 12,000 points. Maybe, I mean, I get maybe that's the entire, but I don't know. Very interesting.
Is there anything else we could have cheated? Like, is there any other way we could have cheated at to get some other?
I don't think so. Yeah. Right. So okay. So the six. I think there's only one possible chi, isn't there? The 5, 6, 7. Because we can't
Well,
do
I mean,
6,
we could
7,
do.
8. Well, 4,
I
5,
mean, if we do
6.
four, it
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
us the
yeah.
exact same thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Right.
Hmm.
Oop, my mouse
Interesting.
died here. Hold on. Yeah, I think maybe what we're seeing here is just, I don't know, like not valuing the dealership that much, and just not valuing even um like this is a 2 Han hand, with 1 Honba and
Well,
1 Rishi stick up here.
well, if we went on the south,
Yeah, but also there's only 1 South left, and it's going into the 3rd row. Maybe what me is thinking is, okay, I have a better chance of switching to some weird weight, or switching to whatever weight is likely to drop, given the discards I can see, than I do of actually winning on this shitty weight here on the South and the 7, or on the 5 and the 8. Although
I
the
mean, but
5
you're
and
not,
the 8
but you're
doesn't
not
seem bad to
switching
me.
your weight if you exit Tenpai.
Uh, right, but I mean, there's also a really good acceptance on getting into Tenbai on Shinitsu. Getting Shinitsu would be a massive payday. So I guess what we're seeing here is just that the trade-off for that, even though the likelihood may be low, like it may not be that much lower than just winning on the 5A weight that we can get here, which
Are
is
we
probably the best
angling?
possible weight we can
Are
get.
we angling for the one pin?
Um, well, I mean, there's so let's see what our hand looks like after this. Yeah, can you shut up? Okay. Well, I mean, so I think if we draw almost any pin, that will put us into Tenpai. Like if we draw the 1 or the 2, if we draw the 2 and drop the south, if we draw drop the 3
No,
and
that
drop the
doesn't put us
south,
into
the 3
Tenpai.
doesn't. Hold on. No,
Not,
no,
not,
no, 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 no. Yeah, I'm sorry.
neither
I'm
the
sorry.
2 nor the 3.
Well, regardless, I'm sorry.
One, 5, 6, 7, 8. No.
Hmm. Well, regardless, if we draw any pin tile and drop the south, we're going to have a very wide weight. We're going to have sort of a very wide headless Ishan 10 sort of situation. Even though there's very few draws left.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I guess the thing, part of what I was thinking about over here is we chose to leave ourselves with 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 7,
right,
as opposed to 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 7.
Right.
So it feels like we're thinking it's more likely we get maybe the 1 peen or the 4 peen than it is that we get the 7 peen.
Well, we haven't discarded any pin tiles whatsoever, though, right?
Right, but what we can accept is different.
You're saying like if
like if we had done, instead of doing the 5, 6, 7 chi, if we had done the 4, 5, 6 chi and discarded a south, we would have been left with 6, 7, 7 with the 3 Onman pair. A side weight proto run, if we want to use some
right.
Richie book one words.
Right. Right.
Wait, no, that's not a proto run. That's not right. The proto run's just the 6, 7.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't use the word proto run because nobody uses that.
I'm sorry for mangling your great words, Mr. Chiba.
Regardless. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe the other chi would give us better acceptance right now. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, maybe we're missing something here because clearly there's something going on here.
And
in Mi's head that we're not seeing.
Right, and clearly
beyond
me's
this.
making the correct decision.
Right. And it may have to do with these discards. Like we see Tadashi 5-pin, Mogiri 8, 5, 2, 4 over here. Like what is embedded in that information that is
Do
telling
you
me?
think it's defensive?
Well, I can't. Let me throw this cat. I'll be right back.
All right, yeet. It's time to yeet Princess Wickens.
Okay. Yeah, I think this would be a very good hand to get some commentary on. So we should probably make a note somewhere, East 4, see if we can get a good sort of more advanced commentary on this to tell us what led to this decision that we find. I don't necessarily find it like puzzling. Hold on.
Click back, and I'll take a screenshot, and I'll toss it into a random "What Would You Do" channel, and see if anybody responds.
Well, is he talking about this hand, Shampoo 65 or Tempo? Or is this from before?
I don't have Twitch up because I want my computer to not like crash during the stream.
Oh no, I think he was talking about a previous hand anyway. But yeah, maybe we can come back to this later. I think we get the gist of it, which is just that it may be partially defensive. Certainly dropping the Souths is safe. We can certainly drop the Souths and get back into Tempai, and there's a chance of winning the Chinitsu, which is going to be 12,000 points, and even a chance of a Hanuman if the red 5 comes in.
Take a quick step back for me, just so I can take the screenshot. I was serious about that.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not scolding you. I'm just letting you know. All right, there's the 6 drop. I've got my picture I wanted.
Okay. Oh, so we're not gonna see what happens after this, unfortunately. I wouldn't be surprised if this was partially defensive because the hand is not that valuable, and me has a lead here. Yeah. So maybe there is at least an element of being defensive and going for a Shinitsu at the same time. Because I mean, why not go for Shinitsu if you can? And you have safe things to throw away. This hand running with a bunch of pairs. See if we see a Chitoi here. Certainly looking Chitoi to me. I guess it could also be another Honitsu hand. Happen. Yeah. See if there's a triple. An opening for just Toy Toy, maybe Toy Chun. May as well go for a cheap hand.
Yeah, might as well. I wonder if the 9-so comes out first, whether it gets called. Mm-hmm. I'm a little sad that that's not the world we live in, because I would have been interested to see that decision making.
And I think an interesting thing about this kind of Chitoi looking hand is if you do draw a triple like this, suddenly it's one call away from being Ishan 10 for Toy Toy. So you're incentivized to take that call to speed up if it seems like a reasonable option, which it did here, obviously.
Yeah, having all two pairs of 2s, pair of 9s, and then an honor like that. Yeah.
Right, and even the triple that was drawn was even like the worst pair, the 4s. So it's like, or the hardest one to pwn. Yeah, it made a lot of sense to just instantly do the dash for Toy Toy there. Hand looks pretty whatever. We'll see if we get some good draws.
I nice. Wish that we had as wonderful a name for other Yaku, chasing other Yaku, as we do for Toy Toy Dash. Like, that's so spectacular a title for a way of pursuing a hand.
Yeah, well, it's the more sort of action-oriented hand anyway. Like, would you say like the Pinfu Shuffle, or what do you say?
but listen, you said Pinfu Shuffle, and did you not get chills with how good that was? Like.
Okay, we'll say that from now on. Pinfu Shuffle, that's good.
The Pinfu Shuffle. And it's something you do a lot of shuffling for anyway with your discards a lot of the time. Like, you kind of screw stuff up to get it. I wonder if we'd call this out if it came out.
Yeah, and I'm also wondering like how much we're in South 2. It doesn't seem like the dealer is gonna win. How much do we even push
Oh,
for
that's
this
fair.
for this maybe a Richie Dora hand? Do we have safe tiles against them? Um, yeah,
Not especially. Oh, the 9 mon.
yeah. This like you I guess could drop the Souths. They certainly don't seem safe, but maybe the safest thing we have against everybody. But yeah, let's just see what me does here as it progresses.
Yeah. And I mean,
Saki.
you say we don't really expect dealer to win this hand, but I mean, South and North might be opening their hands just kind of out of desperation. Like
Right.
North and South are heavily incentivized to prevent the dealer from getting a repeat here. South because they're trying to avoid fourth.
Mhm.
North because dealer is obviously the biggest threat to their.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, that was just a beautiful hand there.
Random Mangan. Yeah, yeah. Now John Shi one over here actually has a shot at first. So.
Just need what
Wow.
Bylon Sumo.
Look at this. Look at this garbage.
Well, this is cheating, I think.
This is a first place securing hand. Just go for simples. Rush for simples, I would say.
The Tanya
Well,
Rush.
the 2-3 makes that a little bit sketchy, but that's the only really bad part. So we'll see. Oh, this person thinking for a long time. Okay, we'll see if
Immediately beat the 8 so.
yeah, that's interesting. Well, keeping the I mean the ASO was the least valuable thing in terms of efficiency, but could be used for simples. So not really focused on simples here. See.
Yeah, I mean this hand seems crazy fast regardless, I suppose.
Yeah, and also like maybe is not as tempted as we are by the allure of a shiny hand.
That's
Uh,
true.
because I mean, Mii's position is already good here. Does not
Yeah.
necessarily need to push anything.
This person might not be a crow. I mean, we're Ishanten now though for Tanya.
Yeah,
For what it's worth.
yeah, certainly could just call the 6-0 or call whatever to get into Tempai. Um,
Yeah, take it. I mean, looks willing to call Ricci on the Aka 5. Well, I guess we could Dama because we'd have Infu.
yeah, it's got to be pretty cautious of the dealer here. There was an early drop of the 2-pin.
Yeah, that the 7 and the 7 pin is fairly safe thanks to Shimo scouting it for us.
Mhm.
Right? No, we discarded it before they did, didn't we?
Yeah, we scouted that for everybody.
I can't read. Oh, what? All right. The more I think about it, the more that 7 pin drop seems like sketch as hell. Actually.
Well, let's go back to that because I think because Mii is at such a higher level than us, they may be reading the discards a lot better and having a much better idea of how dangerous stuff is. Um, so here, yeah, I don't know. Like if we look at these discards, I would certainly be worried after that. Say that Formon, like Hatsu discard safe tile. Formon either get from a really good Ishanten at Tenpai or
Oh,
switch weights.
no. We were. I was right. The 7 pin was scouted for us because.
Okay.
The calls. The calls messed.
Right.
That's why it looked that way.
Okay. Well, that simplifies that.
That explains everything. Because like I was saying, like man, the 7 pin is Suji to the Dora. Like that seems wild.
Okay. But yeah, I think it's an interesting question. How much is Mii willing to push this hand given their position? Like 0% or what? Like it certainly has value. But they don't really have much reason to push against the dealer here. Just Janshi one really is.
And then there's a Ricci from last place. And we immediately toss a tile that's safe to them.
Mhm,
It's not safe against second.
mhm.
But we doubt it's going to be the deal in for well, Kami doesn't. Who knows what Kami has? I guess as a hand. They've dropped all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like they're really not that scary here, given like how many Doro we can see, and like probably
Yeah.
they're just going for a cheap hand anyway. They may not like. They probably wouldn't go for first unless they just got a really good hand. So there's no reason to think they do.
Nah, okay, that was all fair.
Yep. Unfortunately, yeah, it would have been nicer if Janshi 2 just won there for me. Pretty nice looking hand. It has some better shapes in it, but it has a nice aesthetic appeal.
I mean, that's the first thing you should pay attention to with anything.
Certainly not terrible, though. Not terrible.
Discarding the Dora.
Yep. No need for that value. Screw it. Just need to buy South 4, not points.
Yeah, I mean, and we're dealer in all last, which I don't know. Sometimes I find reassuring, but I mean, if West wins a hand, all of a sudden that becomes a lot less reassuring because now death by sumo. Man, these draws.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is kind of a irritating situation to be in, where it's like, okay, you've got a nice lead, a really nice situation, but you can't draw a single tile, and the repeats don't end, and so on. Like, I guess we've only had one repeat, but you can just feel it starting to happen, right?
Yeah. Although now we feel pretty good that this hand's gonna come to an end, and I mean we're.
Yeah.
Wait, I was just about to say we're safe for forever. What was that about?
Yeah, I think we need to.
Sevens though.
Wow. Yeah, that was. Hold on. We need to take a look at that. What happened there?
That's got to be like an AFK, right? Like, I mean, we've got the 8-mon, which is fully 100% safe against everybody. We've got the South, which I believe is 100% safe against everybody. We have the West, which seems, I guess less safe against everybody, but...
Yeah, this 7 discard is very strange. I mean, maybe they just thought that it was safe against Janshi 1 somehow, like they misread the tiles or something. Because I mean, even the best player can make a mistake. And maybe you're maybe you're right that it was just that they were just AFK or something. If there was an emergency situation, maybe they were disconnected. Like we wouldn't see that, right?
Yeah, that's true. We can't see anything like that.
And this was a Sumogiri. So...
Maybe they were busy emoting, and we didn't.
Yeah, because I think this discard is absolutely unjustifiable. It like perfectly fits into the hand, and it's really dangerous against the one player they don't want to deal into. They're fine dealing into Toyman. So
I mean, I could see us purposefully dealing into Toyman, but
yeah.
Yeah,
so really they should be, if anything, do the Genbutsu against Janshi 1, not the Genbutsu against Janshi 2, I would think.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely no. I don't see any reasoning for this deal, and aside from like literally their internet went out or they were AFK or something.
Okay. That's what we'll assume happened. Since me be flawless.
Yeah.
Man, that hurt though.
Unless, I mean, either that or it was some galaxy brain stuff that we cannot comprehend. That I don't even know what it could be. Maybe a psychological tactic of some kind. Wow, look at this. Pretty nice, fast-looking hand.
Yeah, it looks like exactly what we needed after that deal end. If they discard the Chun here, then we know that they were AFK. That would confirm a disconnect for us.
Unfortunately, not confirmed. Oh, nice draw.
Holy shit.
Maybe get a single wit here. Let's see. So, Ishan 10, but if the Chun is called, that's not Tenpai. It's just.
I mean, it would be nice if we had discarded the 4-mon or 7-mon.
Yeah, but it would just be a shitty win.
Yeah,
on the 7.
Listen, I didn't say that it wouldn't be Tenpai.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting like a situation where you you don't take the Tempai.
I mean, now we have like a ridiculously wide Ashante.
Yeah.
Yishante.
Oh. Okay, there we go. 3-sided weight. The Dianki weight. Diamond plus Tanki on the 356.
And just immediately get it. Oh, and that's gonna be a first. Are you sure you picked these randomly?
Yeah, totally random.
All right, I mean, this person is just so good.
Yeah, they're gonna get first in like 40% of the games, so maybe not that many. A lot of the games will be. Okay.
Man, that's so sad. Like Jade Room, 4-player Jade Room, at least in 3-player, like you lose 250 points at a time, but you also win like 250 points at a time.
Let me
but
go
when
ahead.
You look at Jade Room and last place is lost 220 and first place only gets 140. You're like, man, that's just brutal. Wait, were you watching a YouTube video called Ruby is Disappointing?
That's an H-Bomber guy video. That just came on automatically, actually. I have seen it before. Oh.
Do you watch it so often that YouTube just auto-plays it whenever you load YouTube up? Like, I didn't realize you were so invested in Ruby.
No, I'm not. I don't know anything about Ruby, but I watch H-Bomber guy. I mean, I watched Jenny Nicholson's 3-hour-long video on the vampire diet, like multiple times. I don't need to have the interest in.
Hey, turn names off.
Oh.
You goon.